So today we're going to be doing a cranial nerve 8 assessment, which is the vestibular cochlear cranial nerve. So the first way that I'm going to, can you take a step forward for me? Sorry,
No.
behind you. Oh, thank you. I'm going to be testing her hearing. So I'm going to snap on either side of her, and I want her to tell me which ear it is that I am snapping on. Okay, so her hearing is intact. So next for cranial nerve 8, we're going to be testing her balance. So I'm going to have her stand with her feet all the way together, and then I'm going to have you put your hands on your hips. I want you to look at the wall, find a spot on the wall and stare at it, and then I'm going to have you close your eyes. And so if I was doing this on the sideline, I'd probably only test her for maybe like 10-15 seconds, just to see, oh, her balance is not starting off on a great foot.
Oh my gosh, let's
Right.
get together.
You can open your eyes. So next then I'm gonna have her stand on her non-dominant foot, and your dominant foot I want you to have a little bit of hip flexion and then knee flexion in it. So look at the wall, spot a piece on the wall. Whenever you feel comfortable, try and close your eyes.
What if I don't want to?
And okay, you can stop. Obviously Emma here does not have great balance. So then I'm just gonna go ahead and skip to tandem gait. So I'm gonna have you go to the end of the carpet over there. And I want you to walk heel to toe in a straight line. Make sure your heel is touching your toe every time you take a step. Hands on your hips, looking straight ahead. Walking as straight as you can.
My ankle popped.
Alright, and so that was a cranial nerve 8 assessment exam. So another way that you can assess the cranial nerve 8 is by doing smooth pursuits and saccades. So with smooth pursuits, I'm going to have you stare at my finger, and I want you to follow the tip of my finger with your eyes without moving your head. So I'm just going to move side to side, just looking for any lag or any jumping, just making sure that nothing
My nose is
looks
itchy.
out of place and everything looks normal. And coming here, and go rotational, and then I'll go back the other way. Good. And then next we're going to be doing saccades. So I'm going to give her 2 points to look at, and I want you to stare at the tip of my finger, and then I want you to go back to the other one, and you're just going to switch back and forth, and then I want you to just continue go as fast as you can. So looking back and forth between each finger, and then here I'm just looking for any nystagmus, again seeing if she's able to do it smoothly.
I want to move my head.
And then I'm going to have you do it this way, maybe a little bit better. Alright, and then that is just another way to test cranial nerve 8. To test a person's VOR, I'm going to have Emma stare at the tip of my finger, and I'm going to ask her to continue looking at my finger. I want her to shake her head no without taking her eyes off of my finger. So just go and just making sure that she's able to stay focused on my finger and there's no lag or anything. Okay, you can stop. And then next I'm going to ask her to go up and down, and because this is bothering her, I'm just going to ask her to do it just a little bit slower.
It's not bothering me, my contacts are dry.
Oh, okay, well.
My eyes are
Alright.
itchy because my contacts are dry.
And then you can go ahead and stop. And then next I'm going to be testing the head impulse test. So this is just another way to test my furniture base.
Yeah. You're gonna have to.
Consent.
Right.
So I want you to look at my nose and stay looking at my nose. I want you to relax, and I'm going to just turn your head to the sides. Just relax, stay looking at my nose as best as you can. And then, I don't think I'm doing it fast enough.
I think you're doing it pretty fast
That one
now.
was better. And so that's how you test the VOR. So Today I'm going to be doing the Dix Hall Pike test on Miss Emma here. So I'm going to have you look straight ahead for me, and I'm going to grab your face, so just be mindful. And we're going to be testing her left ear. So I'm going to turn her head 45 degrees to the left, and then I'm going to lay you down quickly, so just be mindful, but I've got you, okay?
Okay.
And we're going to lean back, and just coming back here, and I'm just going to stare at her eyes for 30 seconds, checking any nystagmus, holding for a full 30 seconds just to make sure. So assuming that the test is positive, we're going to go straight into the Apley maneuvers to try and correct it. So I'm going to turn her head 90 degrees to the opposite side. So she'll be at a 45-degree angle towards the right. And we're going to hold this position for 30 seconds. So Emma, whenever I tell you to, you're going to try and keep your head still as possible, but I'm gonna have you roll onto your side facing the cameraman. So, you ready?
Mhm.
And then 3, 2, 1, go ahead and roll onto your side. I'm gonna try and keep her in that 45-degree angle, facing her right side down towards the floor she should be looking at. We're gonna hold this position for 30 seconds.
This makes my tummy hurt.
We're almost done.
God, I don't like this at all.
So then, lastly, Emma, whenever I tell you to, you're gonna swing your legs off of the table and you're gonna sit up into a full sitting position, okay? You ready?
Mhm.
In 3, 2, 1. She's gonna be looking down. I've still got her head in my hands. And we're gonna hold this for 30 seconds. Feel okay?
Mhm. This made me dizzy, and I know it's supposed to stop dizziness.
Alright, and then you can go ahead and sit up. And then that is the test. If I wanted to check that it worked, I could do the Dix maneuver again just to double check and make sure that her dizziness went away. But she should be all set. And that is it for this test.